A major bomb cyclone is coming to the United States, bringing several terrible impacts to the U.S. Firstly, we're going to see up to 3 feet of snow in some portions of the United States. Absolutely crazy. It's going to cause major travel impacts because we're also going to see a flash freeze right behind it because of an Arctic blast that'll drop temperatures below 30 degrees below normal. We also see a return of some severe weather and tornadoes tomorrow as well. We got this and more to talk about. Let's dive right into it. First, let's start with what your radar could look like over the next 7 days. As we move this forward, we're going to see a powerful low pressure system enter the picture over here. This is what's going to be providing a lot of rain and possibility of severe weather in the south in the Ohio River Valley, and then lots of snow, and it's just absolutely crazy. Can't wait to dive right into it. But we're going to see lots of snow from this that is going to be impacting the Dakotas going all the way down there into Wisconsin. So we move forward a little bit, we can see that's it's going to turn on the lake effect snow machines, and it's just going to continue to absolutely pound the United States all the way through next week. If we move this forward even more, we see the possibility of, again, another line of snow just reinforcing this as well. This is what our jet stream could look like. This is on Monday at 12 a.m. We have a powerful low pressure system sitting right over here. And then look at those those really powerful backed winds. And this is also going to bring in some Arctic air from Canada. It's going to push on through, and it's going to push that cold air behind it. And because we're going to see rain for a lot of areas and then switch over to snow, it's going to be a flash freeze, which is going to make travel extremely difficult over on Sunday and Monday. Let's look at it even in greater detail. So we look here over in Iowa and Wisconsin, places like that, we could see some rain and warm temperatures, but then right behind it is when we see that switch to snow. And where that switch is, we could see if there is a lot of rain in the area and then it turns to slush and then to snow, that's going to be flash freeze, and it's going to get really slick. So we could see very slick road conditions. And then just look at that powerful system. It's just not going to stop. Let's look at snowfall totals. This is what you guys could be looking at snow when it comes to on Monday and Tuesday over here in the northern portions of Iowa, going down there into northern Chicago, northern Indiana, and northern Ohio could see 1 to 4 inches of snow. Even places back there on the eastern portions of the Dakotas could also see a couple inches from the system. The main thing to watch for is right here in far northern Wisconsin, we could see up to 3 feet of snow in some areas because of lake effect. And also the northern peninsula over here of Michigan could also see up to 3 feet of snow, which is absolutely bonkers. If you live anywhere in this pink area, you could definitely see up to a foot of snow. No less than 6 inches is definitely on the table. We move here towards the East Coast. Again, we're going to see where those places that see a lot of lake effect snow, we could see up to 2 feet in portions of New York and Pennsylvania. And then we're also going to see a few inches from New York City, New Jersey, all the way up to Connecticut, Rhode Island, Massachusetts, Vermont. Let's see up to 7 inches of snow in some higher elevation places. And then Maine, you could see widespread 2 to 7 inches from the system. This is a few days out, so the totals aren't going to be super accurate, but this does give us a rough idea of what to expect. Here's a look of what that Arctic blast could look like. We're seeing up to 30 degrees above normal in certain places of the United States. Almost the entire United States is above normal. But then look at that, we have a nice little system that's bringing negative 20 degree below normal temperatures to a lot of places over here in Iowa. And it's going to significantly cool down the United States, almost the entire United States at that. And then it's going to move off towards the East Coast before we start to see a little bit of warm temperatures build again. But then we still see a little bit of a cold front push through after that system moves out. Here are the expected temperatures over the next few days. We're going to see nice warm temperatures over here on Saturday. This is 3 p.m. You can see 80s in Texas. If we move this just a few days, we're going to see that cold Arctic air make its way through And this is what our highs could look like on Monday. We could see negatives for you guys over there in North Dakota and Minnesota. Then the freezing line for highs will extend as far south as Tennessee and northern portions of Arkansas. You won't be able to get out of the 30s. And then that'll propagate again. We could see lows dipping down towards 32 degrees in Texas and maybe even Florida. And then we can see all those super cold temperatures make their way over to the East Coast by Wednesday. And after that, it looks like we're still going to stick around for some colder temperatures over here in Minnesota and Wisconsin as well after that. But then, we have a level 2 risk when it comes to severe weather, encompassing the Ohio Valley going down there into Missouri with a tornado threat. Does have a 2% tornado threat centered right there in Illinois and Indiana. We'll take a look at that in just a second. Also has the possibility of seeing some severe winds with this system as well. So we could see we can have some isolated showers, maybe even a few supercells try to develop right around the afternoon hours. We got a line of little supercellular structured storms that will be trying to rotate. We do have a good low-level jet, which is going to provide enough wind shear for tornadoes. But the big question mark is how much instability are we going to be getting? Because it doesn't look like we're going to get very much instability, and you really need that to drive some very strong storms with that. So it doesn't look like we're going to get much hail with that. And then the tornado threat, I would say there's no way that we're going to see more than 2 tornado warnings tomorrow. But if we do see some tornado warnings, we'll be the first to let you know, and we might go live for them as well. The last thing that we got to be really concerned about is some high winds. This is Sunday. We could see extremely high winds, up to 50 miles an hour down there towards Texas. This is a very large area that could see very high winds. And as we move this to Monday, this is Monday at 6 a.m., we could be waking up to nearly 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts in Iowa and northern portions of Illinois. Wisconsin, you could see up to 50-mile-an-hour wind gusts. And then this northern peninsula here of Michigan could see up to 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts. And that's not all. That's going to continue. This is what happens when you get a low pressure system like this. Very, very strong. 50-mile-an-hour wind gusts from Indiana and Ohio and Pennsylvania. See very high winds going all the way there. And then finally starting to let loose once it arrives at New York, and then the winds will finally begin to calm down into the 30s for when it comes to wind gusts. But like I said, this is a very strong winds is going to be happening because this is a very powerful low pressure system. This could be nearly blizzard conditions for some people. Might feel like a blizzard out there. So that's all I have for you guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Like, subscribe, and comment down below. Boost the algorithm. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day.